UEFA Financial Fair Play Law, fair or unfair? Financial Fair Play, FFP, was introduced by FIFA in 2010 into FIFA's 11A-side football code. What is financial fair play? UEFA's Financial Fair Play, FFP, law was created to balance the spending of clubs to avoid external money from billionaires that upset the balance between clubs. They have to spend based on how much they earn. Professional clubs have to spend exactly what they earn in a year or a season. And UEFA also considers doing so free of financial problems that could threaten their long-term survival. With this law, clubs are not allowed to receive too much money from their owners and are allowed to suffer losses of no more than €30 million for 3 years. Violation of financial fair play. For clubs that violate UEFA's Financial Fair Play, FFP, law, they have appropriate penalties depending on the severity of the punishment. The form of applying penalties to clubs that violate financial fair play rules from the 2012-13 season. Clubs will be fined, banned from transferring players and most severely disqualified from participating in European Cup competitions. Typically, clubs like Chelsea and Man City are two English clubs that have been punished by FIFA. With the two big British giants, the fact that the money is poured in from the owners makes the spending of the clubs unbalanced. Adjusting and changing financial fair play laws. On April 7, UEFA Executive Committee held a meeting in Nyon to discuss the decision to amend and replace the Financial Fair Play Law. According to information, the law has been replaced by the name of the law Sustainable Finance. The details of the law said that the costs related to the activities of clubs, including salaries, transfers, and commissions for player representatives, will not be allowed to exceed 70% of the total revenue of the season. Clubs' budgets will also be checked on a season-by-season basis, instead of every 3 matches as previously prescribed. Clubs will have 3 years to adapt to the new rules. Intentionally violating cases will be forced to be relegated to Europe's top leagues, from the Champions League to the Europa League and finally to the Europa Conference League. For the Europa Conference League, the club breaking the rules will be disqualified from the tournament and not allowed to compete at the continental level. Under the new rules, clubs are allowed to lose €60 million over 3 seasons, twice as much as before. Clubs that are judged to be in good financial health will be allowed to lose an additional €10 million. Teams that violate the new financial fair play law will be fined and some other forms such as points deduction, spending limits. According to Marca, Spain's national daily sports newspaper owned by Unidad Editorial, UEFA's decision was met with opposition from 40 clubs. Some expect to spend 90% of total revenue in the next 3 seasons, while many Premier League clubs are proposing a spending cap of 85%, instead of 70% under the latest regulations. The law will balance clubs or widen the gap between rich and poor. The Financial Fair Play Act has met with opposition from federation clubs. According to known small clubs in the top leagues objected. For small clubs like Leeds United, they play in the first division and are not allowed to participate in European tournaments. The revenue from ticket sales and television rights will be very low. When they are invested, they can't spend it. Is it squeezing small clubs or not? British journalists say the law has helped big clubs like Real Madrid or Man United become stronger. As they are always the top clubs participating in European competitions, competing at the highest level of national tournaments. Their ticket money and TV rights are at huge numbers when their appeal is huge. Plus they have a huge fan base all over the world and record shirt sales. Then they will be spending hundreds of millions of euros, like tigers growing more wings. In this regard, UEFA has not resolved or given a proper answer. But clubs still have to comply with the Financial Fair Play Law. Thus, the law of financial justice to prevent the too large development of the clubs as well as the huge sources of money from the owners. Do you think this law is appropriate or not? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below.